AM Quad Cities, News Talk 1420, WOC with Dan and Dan. It's coming back to Jumer's Casino and Hotel in Rock Island on March 5th this year. It's an 80s theme. I'm talking about the Chuck Long Sports Auction, the 19th annual Chuck Long Sports Auction. 19 of them. Guess who's in the studio with us?
Chuck?
Chuck Long. How are you, Chuck?
Great, Dan and Dan. How you guys doing?
Good. Great. Good to see you. 19 years of this, man.
19 years, and, some of these run its course after 5, 6, 7 years, but this one has been going strong for 19. I'm very proud to put my name on it, and I basically show up, but we have staff and volunteers at the Children's Therapy Center that do all the work, all the heavy lifting. Angie Peterson, who's in the studio with us, is really she came to me with W.K. Junker 19 years ago. And we went to Mondo's in Coralville.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget it. We sat down, and it was their brainchild, and they had.
I've forgotten most of the times I've been at Mondo's. It's good that you can remember that.
I can remember that.
Right.
Good. Somebody I don't remember much. I've had a few, hits to the head. So, but it was 19 years ago. I'll never forget it. And they came with an idea, and this idea has grown to over $1 million over 19 years of money we've raised. So I'm very proud of that.
You've got all kinds of great things at the auction. If people don't know exactly how it works, you've got big tables set up. And every year this thing sells out, and you're almost sold out again this year.
Yes, we're fortunate because we'll always find a way to squeeze a few more tables in. So if people don't have tickets and they'd like to attend this year, they can give us a call, and we'll definitely do our best to accommodate them.
And what's the best number to get a hold of you?
309-762-9552.
I want to make sure everybody understands what we just said there, because normally by this point, it's sold out. You can't get tickets to this. Well, they've refigured a few things, and so there are some tables left. So if you've always wanted to go, you go, I can't ever get in. The thing always sells out. Now you can. You now have a chance to do it, and it's a pretty rare thing that people at this point can still get into it.
Absolutely. Usually by this time we're having to say thank you and try again next year. But we certainly don't want to turn anybody away, especially this year, because we have some of the best items in the history of the auction.
One of which is a Peyton Manning autographed helmet.
The old
guy just won the Super Bowl.
Wow.
And we have his helmet.
Now, have you been sitting on this for a long time just in case he goes back?
This has been in your closet.
But yeah, that's pretty impressive that you got that in the setup.
We're really excited about that. We also have a Walter Payton football, and those are very hard to come by.
Wow.
So if you're a sports memorabilia collector, this is the year to be there. We've also got some non-sports related items. One being a private dinner for 8 with Chuck Long.
He's not cooking, is he?
No.
Oh, okay.
Thank goodness, no.
Dancing, singing, any of this?
Well,
kind of stuff?
whatever it takes for the kids, right?
Whatever it takes, and I'll go anywhere for a free meal, so it's all good.
Actually, our friends over at the Hilton Garden Inn in Bettendorf have donated their private dining room for the evening. So it's going to be a great dinner, and we encourage people to bid high and bid often for that because they don't have the opportunity to spend an evening with Chuck.
Now, you've got something a little bit different this year where you've got the opportunity, let's say you can't be there, you can still go online and bid for some of the items.
Well, actually, our auctioneer, Matt Costello, is going to be putting our auction list online. It's an auctioneer website. But if people want to know what we have, give us a call. We can let people know. And if you're not able to make it, but you want someone to call in and bid that night, we're happy to do that as well.
So there you go.
Now, this year, there's the theme. There's always a theme to it. And this year, it's an 80s theme.
Big
Chuck,
80s
have
bash.
you decided what you're going to wear?
Big hair. Got to find the big hair 80s. Women will probably wear shoulder pads. They used to wear shoulder pads in their shirts.
Big hair.
Big hair.
Lots of makeup.
Lots of makeup.
Leg warmers.
Leg warmers.
Leg warmers. Maybe the leotards with the belt, wearing the belt with the leotard for working out. I remember that.
Really wasn't good then, and I hope that never comes back.
For one night, come on.
One night, right. We can do it for one night for the kids.
You could just throw on the old jersey. I mean, it was Chuck Long.
I think I still grow my hair out. Should I do the natural look? It'll be all gray this time. But one other item I got to talk about, guys, is Zach Johnson. We have a Zach Johnson framed and autographed pin flag. Ooh. And he's the home state boy, so I wanted to mention that. And obviously he's out right now, but we have a Zach Johnson pin flag.
Yeah, well, that's pretty cool.
You don't have a lot of trouble getting people to donate stuff for this, do you? I mean,
no,
because it's a children's therapy center. It's pretty.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I go in there, and WK Junker obviously did a lot of the work, and along with Angie and staff. But I'll go in there every year, and I'm amazed at what we have. I go, how did you get? Even I say, how'd you get this stuff? But it's really a wide variety of items, and as Angie mentioned, not just sports items. We have items of all types, shapes, and sizes.
Right. Another live auction item, Tim Dwight, former Hawkeye Tim Dwight, has donated a 6-night, 7-day stay on a beachfront condo in Mission Beach, San Diego. Sleep 6. I've seen pictures. It's beautiful. So that's the first time we've done something like that and added that to the auction, and I think that's going to be a really great item for us as well.
Does it sleep 7 and Tim is there? So you can bring 6? Is it Tim's place? Is that what it is? That's what it is, right?
Hey, let's also talk. You've started something different this year in which you've got some football helmets that Chuck's going to personalize. And those are going to be like a silent auction at each table? Is that what
Right.
I
What
understand?
we have is one helmet for each table. Chuck is going to write his stats, career stats, Hawkeye stats on the helmet, sign and number them. This is the only time and place he's going to be doing this, so it's very, very rare. We'll have one on each table, and we are encouraging all of our guests at each table to bid high and bid often on these helmets. Our goal is to raise $10,000 just from the bidding on these helmets, and that sponsors a child for therapy for 1 year.
Yeah, and we talk about this. It's important to mention again where we have, but the Children's Therapy Center is where all this money goes to, and it's another one of these you just can't pick a better cause.
Right. We are very fortunate to do what we do. We have great support from the community. We served last year almost 475 children. We provide speech, physical, occupational, and feeding therapy to children here in the Quad Cities in the local area. Our largest group we serve is 0 to 3, and we feel if we can't help these kids right from the start get the help they need, if we can help them, they've got brighter futures ahead of them.
Right.
We measure success in inches, in growth, and ounces in weight, and baby steps down the hallway.
All right. Chuck, Angie, good to see you guys again. Best of luck with the auction once again this year, and I'm excited to see what you're both going to wear for your 80s outfits. Okay. I still have stuff, so I'm going to...
that's right. I just go up in my attic and see what I have up there.
Can't touch this. Da, 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 da. I got the pants and everything, so... It's AM Quad Cities here at News Talk 1420 WOC.